we're going to be jumping into all the big announcements right now, chat. I got a lot to say about them. I'm sure you have a lot to say about them. I feel like for the sense of structure, chat, we're going to go ahead and start with the Marvel panel first. I think a lot of the San Diego Comic-Con's biggest announcements came from the Marvel panel. Not to say that there isn't some good stuff that, came from DC and some of these other panels, but I feel like this is the stuff that people are talking about right now. And it's very exciting, chat. One, we'll go ahead and we'll tackle those trailers in just a bit. We'll be reacting to Black Panther and She-Hulk and some of these other things. But let's just, first of all, and go ahead and start, chat, that this side, which I called it. I think a lot of us called it. I wasn't the first, chat. But I feel like a lot of us called it that, much like we had the Infinity Saga, chat, dealing with the Infinity Stones and Thanos and him trying to reset the universe, chat, to his liking, or, to cut out, to destroy half of all living life, chat. In this one, we have the Multiverse Saga, which, of course, I'm not surprised by this announcement at all. We were delving into we already heard about the multiverse in the initial, Phase 2 and Phase 3, and now we've been exploring it in, Phase 4, whether it be in the movies, chat, like Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and also in all the various shows like Loki. But now it has officially been confirmed, chat, that this era of the MCU, Phase 4, Phase 5, and now into Phase 6, it will be called the Multiverse Saga, which is very cool. It's going to culminate in a number of films, and obviously ending with 2 Avengers movies, which we're going to be talking about in more detail in just a bit. WinFox, thank you so much for the 200-plus biddies. An absolute pleasure to have you here, WinFox. Thank you for the Doge biddies. My chat. Kevin Feige was there with all of his people, all of his actors, talking about all of these big movies, chat. But the first thing I want to talk about is the Phase 5. So they're ending Phase 4 this year, chat. The last 2 Phase 4 projects that we have are She-Hulk, which is coming out later this summer, I believe. And then after that, we're going to be getting Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which we will be reacting to later on. And that'll aid this very tumultuous Phase 4. But I have to say, as we look in the future, Phase 5 looks really, really exciting, chat. We got a lot of cool projects. So officially, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, or Ant-Man 3, is going to be the first Phase 5 movie, followed by Secret Invasion. Then we have Echo and Guardians of the Galaxy in spring and May. We have Loki Season 2. We have The Marvels. We have Blade, Ironheart, Agatha, Coven of Harkness, Daredevil Born Again. Daredevil is coming back to the MCU proper, chat. And then apparently ending Phase 5 is Sam Wilson as Captain America, chat, in New World Order. So, first of all, lot to unpack here right now. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, I feel like that's where we're going to get the proper version of Kane. They did reveal some artwork with him, with Jonathan Majors as the character, which is really, really awesome to me. Secret Invasion, obviously that's going to be very much the Nick Fury, Sam Jackson series, obviously dealing with the Skrulls. I wonder if they're finally going to be doing, I guess so, it's Secret Invasion, where you're going to have all these different Skrulls pretending to be various people and in heroes, and other people in high positions of power, which will be really, really cool. Very much looking forward to that one. Along with that, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I thought would have maybe been a part of Phase 4. But yeah, that'll be the James Gunn's, last Guardians movie. I think that's kind of probably be the last iteration of this team. Now, not to say that we're not going to get more Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but I feel like we're probably going to get a new iteration of the team down the line. Maybe a few legacy members sticking around, but I think this will be Star-Lord and Drax and all that, and, Mantis and things, Nebula. I feel like this will be their kind of last film together. And then, of course, we have the Echo series, which we already know a lot more about. Obviously, it's going to focus on the character of Echo, which was introduced in Hawkeye chat, which I'm very, very excited about. I thought that character was I thought Echo was a standout in Hawkeye Season 1, and it's also going to feature, obviously, the return of Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin, and then we're going to be getting also Charlie Cox's Daredevil chat. We'll talk about Daredevil in more detail in just a second. But then Loki Season 2, which we knew we were going to be getting. It's going to deal with probably more Kane stuff, since they're clearly setting up Kane as a real big bad at this point. So that's exciting. And, it's good that we're going to see the return of Loki and Owen Wilson, all these other characters, and oh god, what was the female Loki's name? Really liked her, chat. She's great. She's come back. It'll be good. The Marvels film, which recently got a little bit of setup to that with the ending of Miss Marvel season 1. Probably dealing with another Sylvie. Thank you. It's not Sally, is it? No, Sylvie. We got the Marvels chat. Obviously, we're going to see the return of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, along with Miss Marvel and obviously Photon, be a bit of a team Marvel movie, which would be really cool. And then Blade chat, kind of, properly getting into the horror. I mean, we got a little bit of horror with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but I want to delve headfirst in with Blade. So that's really exciting that we're going to be getting that movie very, very soon. I mean, it's crazy. Next year, we're going to be getting the Blade movie, Chad. All these big projects are coming out in 2023. There's a lot of movies here right now. You have the TV shows of Secret Invasion and Echo and Loki, then we also have like Ironheart here too. But then we have the 3 big films that we're getting, the 4 big films that we're getting, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Marvels, and Blade. So that's going to be really, really... Kaz Faye, thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. But then, with Blade, I'm very excited. I hope they go ahead and get into that rated R territory for Blade. I feel like that's what it needs to be. Just makes sense. It just makes sense. Ironheart, which is going to be established in the character, which I believe everyone's saying like she's in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I don't know if she's in the trailer or anything, but she's getting her own Disney Plus series. We got Agatha, which we've got what's it called? The Coven. With Coven of Chaos. She had Coven of not Harkness, Coven of Chaos, which I really liked Agatha in WandaVision, so I'm glad that they're bringing her back. I thought she was cool. And then Daredevil Born Again. As you guys know, I'm a huge Daredevil fan. I was a big fan of the Netflix series. I'm so glad we're getting Charlie Cox back, Vincent D'Onofrio back. I feel like we're going to be seeing Daredevil pop up a lot now in these phases. I mean, it was already announced that he's going to be doing the voice of Daredevil in the Spider-Man animated series, which is really, really exciting to me. It's a great title that they're calling it Born Again, even though like Netflix's 3rd season of Daredevil was very much a loose adaptation of the Born Again storyline. But at the same time, I'm still excited for it. It feels like an appropriate title. And I guess like the last 2 movies, I forgot one. They don't have it here, but there is another movie. You do have Captain America: New World Order, which almost feels like he's gonna be dealing with like neo-fascists or like neo-Nazis or something, chat. So very curious about that. But I really liked Falcon Winter Soldier quite a bit. I was really happy that they have Sam Wilson as Cap, so that's gonna be really cool to see. Hope he still has that dynamic with they hope they obviously feature Bucky and Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. Curious how they're going to be. What threat they're going to be going up against. I guess we can kind of speculate, Jeff. But then the last one that we're ending with is, I guess for Phase 5, they might be coming out around the same time, is Thunderbolts, which I'm super excited about, which is basically the team villain movie, chat, where you have people like, Baron Zemo, Daniel Bruhl, who was featured in the Captain America movies and also in Captain America, in Falcon Winter Soldier, helping them out. So I'm very excited for that one. I can only speculate what kind of villains they're going to also have. I mean, is the Abomination going to be a part of the team? There's a lot they can play around with in terms of the captured villains, chat. So really, really excited for that. But yeah, before we move on to like Phase 6, how do you guys feel about these? I guess this is, who knows? They might sneak another movie in there. Might sneak another project in there. But in terms of this for Phase 5, what are you feeling, chat? What do you like and what are you excited about? That's now I'm very curious. Vanja, thank you for sending friendship. Thank you. Ty, hey, Juice, perfect time to revisit that tweet from a couple days ago. What was the tweet? I'm trying to remember. I got sent so much social media. What was your pick for Thunderbolts besides Ross and Zemo? They're a must. That's a good question because I got to remember like what villains are still alive. Unless we can go with maybe some of the heroes. So maybe it can be like a team villain, team hero movie. And like you can have like it's a mix and match. Like I would love to see Florence Pugh's Black Widow in there. I think that could be really cool. This is interesting. Darkslayer says, this is interesting. At least we got a plan now. Because still, I'm so hyped. So many great stuff for Phase 5. Is missing an Avengers. That's the thing. It's like there's no Avengers movie here, which, I mean, but neither did Phase 4. Phase 4 doesn't have an Avengers film either, but we're going to be, but they got Avengers films in the works, so don't you worry. I mean, they do have a team movie in Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, the thing is, they do have they actually have a lot of team movies when you think about it. Guardians of the Galaxy, that's a team movie. Obviously, the Marvels, that feels like they're setting up kind of like a trifecta, if you will. And then Thunderbolts, you can almost look at that as like the Dark Avengers movie. And so you have that. So that's a little interesting. I think that's kind of cool. More streamlined than Phase 4. So I would say so, too. Let's see here. So, new addition, you're saying Guardians 3 and Blade are the ones you most anticipating. I'm very meh so far in recent Marvel. 6, solid. I wonder what happens to Iron Wars. No Shang-Chi 2. That's true. There's no Shang-Chi announcement, chat. No Doctor. I feel like we're going to get announcements for those movies. There's going to be a Doctor Strange 3. I mean, we know that. I don't, but it'll probably be most likely in Phase 6. Again, this is the Phase 5 announcements that they want to put out there for people to know about. I would not be surprised. If they include more in the future. Stretch Jr., get the Agatha. I like the Agatha. It's funny that now people are liking that. It's funny. Is there a backlash against the character? I thought she was great in WandaVision. I really like Catherine Hahn was really cool. I'm surprised that people are kind of like, there's a backlash against her right now. I thought she was funny. Zemo, Walker. Oh, yeah, that's right. John Walker, U.S. agent. Yeah, Yelena and Ghost. Oh, Ghost. That's right. Yeah, they can definitely bring Ghost back. Make her more of a character, too. Yeah, solid lineup, says Alec. Wonder where the Armor Wars series is. Yeah, maybe it might be in the next phase. We'll see. I mean, again, there could be more that they'll be including in the future. JT says, I'm excited for Guardians, Blade, and Daredevil. I want Red Hulk and Thunderbolts. Yeah, well, I mean, sadly, with the passing of John Hurt, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that. But who knows? I think there's still going to be... That'd be clear they're going to be doing more Hulks, as we know of She-Hulk and things. Sir W says, I'm still not into it. So then in the Marvels. Let's see here. Secret Invasion is huge. Win Fox, I think is good phase. I think this is a good phase. Blade, Captain America, Daredevil, what I'm looking forward to the most. It could show back an Echo. That's true. Yeah, a lot of young Avengers set up too. Want to see Norman Osborn as the Iron Patriot. Watch it because everyone else will be watching. I'll be all the one, and it'll be all they want to talk about, but I can say my enthusiasm is particularly high. Oh, can't say my enthusiasm is particularly high. Now, what's his last interesting things coming out? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of team movies coming out here. It's just not a proper Avengers. Yes. Yeah, what's back with the Agatha? I don't know, Darkslade. It's weird. I thought she was a great character, but apparently people are not into it, so it's like, fair enough. Alex Bernal, you better extraordinary. Alex Bernal, good to have you here, sir. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure. Yes. Jones Ross is the Thunderbolt. He's Thunderbolt Ross. But I get you. Maybe they just make it. I think they might name it after him, in honor of, if you will. Like, this was his program before he passed away. It could be something like that. Ty, thank you for all those biddies. Appreciate it. What was the tweet? I keep seeing people saying that Phase 4 has no direction, so let me help you all out. Remember how previous phase introduced Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, then they made it all connect. It's happening for now, for those of you not paying attention. Yeah, I guess so. I suppose so. I didn't see this tweet before. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm really excited for what Phase 5 is looking for. So yeah, for me personally, chat, oh God, looking at all these, I'm really curious what Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania is going to be, especially with a villain like Kane. I liked the first Ant-Man quite a bit. I thought it was really fun. And I was not a big fan of Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I didn't really care for that one. That was pretty weak. But I feel like, hey, if you're going to make this another time travel adventure or another multiverse adventure, it makes sense with Kane. Obviously, that's going to deal with time travel. That's going to deal with multiverse stuff. I think that's what it needs. And you also have the character of Stature, which I know they've recasted that actress. I feel bad for her, the original actress who played his daughter. But you're going to get like a team of ant people. I think that's going to be fun. Very to see what that's going to be, because I feel like the next Ant-Man movie definitely needs to be different. Oscar Isaac, good to see you, Oscar Isaac. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure to have you here. What bad? I never saw bad. I said, yeah, I saw all these people in the chat are being like, they're like, get that Agatha stuff out of here. But I'm like, I like Agatha. I'm very surprised by some of the backlash in the chat to the series. But to each their own. I'm really excited for her. I thought Catherine Hahn nailed it in the show. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel like we kind of, what we know we're going to be getting with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I do think this is going to be the end of this iteration of the team. You know, I mean, if I had to, like, say the ones I'm really excited about, obviously, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Blade, I'm really excited for Blade, chat, like, proper introduction to horror to the MCU. I hope they nail, hope they do it right. I hope they can live up to that original Blade film, chat, which I typically view as the grandfather of the modern day superhero film. So hoping for the best with that one. And I mean, Daredevil Born Again, I'm a huge Daredevil fan, so I can't wait for that. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna, I mean, you know, I've already been hearing things. Clearly, they're leaning into Daredevil heavily. Yeah, I believe he's probably going to be in the She-Hulk series. I would not be surprised if he shows up. He might be in the trailer. I don't know if he is, but I would not be surprised if he is. Obviously, he's going to be in the Spider-Man animated series with Charlie Cox Daredevil. So, you know, they're definitely making sure Daredevil is a part of this phase. But I'm so excited for that because I love Charlie Cox as Daredevil, and I love Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. He's one of my favorite villains. And Captain America, I'm a huge Captain America. I've loved a lot of I've loved Winter Soldier. I love Civil War. I'm hoping they can, you know, keep up that consistency with New World Order, which I just love saying personally. And then Thunderbolts, I'm really into the idea of an all-villain team-up movie. I really hope they fucking nailed it. I'm super fucking excited for that. Super excited. Ty, thank you for the biddies. Midnight Suns, Blade, is that what they're setting up right now? Oh. Is this the announcement, or is this just a fan speculation thing? Midnight Suns. Oh, like, so they're doing like an evil or like a magic team. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll see. Look, boss, if you had to put a percentage out, what are your chances Marvel makes? I think they're high. I hope they're high. I mean, percentage, I don't know. I hope they make it rated R. I would very much like to see a rated R Blade. Listen, if Deadpool's going to be rated R, why not Blade? You know, I feel like you're, you know, forgive the pun, but you're pulling Blade's teeth out if you're going to make it PG-13. I just don't think that will work. I mean, prove me wrong. Please. You know, Blade is a violent character. He deals with very violent enemies. You know, he's a vampire hunter. He fights monsters. So I feel like that should be violent. You know, I want blood. I want gore in my Blade movie. That's what I would like to see. Chad. But let me see here. It'd be cool if they make her story take place during the summer. Like a little prequel series. Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I want to see what after, you know, she was, you know, kind of put into that weird, like loop by Wanda, or like, you know, she's kind of mind controlling her, forcing her to be the nosy neighbor, which she was pretending to be. So we got that. But yeah, Chad, it's Phase 5. Looks really cool. You know, introducing some new characters properly to the MCU, saying goodbye to some characters and iterations of teams, introducing new teams like the Thunderbolts. So this looks really exciting. I want to see how this is all eventually going to connect. We do get a sense of how everything's going to connect, chat, as we move on to Phase 6. Now, Phase 6 does not have a lot. So this phase goes from, it's interesting. It's goes from 2023 all the way to 2024. But with Phase 6, I feel like there's only 3 announcements for Phase 6, so correct me if I'm wrong. But for Phase 6, we have only 3 movies announced. So this phase is going to be filled out. But people are like, where's Doctor Strange? Where's Shang-Chi? Where's Spider-Man? Etc. Where's Deadpool? I feel like we're going to be getting a lot of these movies, obviously in Phase 5 still, but also, chat, into Phase 6. And they only had 3 to announce. Fantastic, which I'm actually surprised. I thought Fantastic Four would have been earlier. But that's going to be coming out apparently, in November 2024, chat, so appropriate. Gotta have a Fantastic Four movie come out, you know, in a year with a 4 on it. I mean, come on. Phase 4 would have worked. Phase 4 would have worked for me. But it's like, hey, we're going to go with fucking 2024. That's fine. I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. This team has been mistreated time and time again. The various adaptations, chat. Fox never knew what to do with it. I'm hoping Disney can get Marvel proper, can get this correct. You know, and then the other 2 big announcements, chat, where this phase is ending with 2 Avengers films back to back, and where you have coming out the same year, Avengers: The Kane Dynasty, which obviously going to be focused. So Kane is going to be a major power player in the future of these next 2 phases, chat, which is really cool. I know there's a lot of Kane fans out there, so there you go. And then several months later, chat, later that fall, we're getting Avengers Secret Wars, which I think a lot of us were guessing was leading towards this phase, you know, the Multiverse Saga leading to the Secret Wars. So that just that just perfectly makes sense to me. Where I feel like this, if I had to make a prediction, I think Doom is going to be established in the MCU probably earlier than even the Fantastic Four film, if like rumors are true that he's going to be popping up allegedly in Black Panther. But probably obviously we'll see him in the Fantastic Four movie. The Avengers film, the first Avengers film, the Kane Dynasty will focus on Kane as the big bad, and then I feel like Avengers Secret Wars, Doom will be the big bad. I have a feeling, I have a sense, but again, there's a lot of gaps in that phase, chat. So we're gonna be getting a lot more chat, which I'm really, really excited about. Journey again, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure to have you just reacting to all these phases, chat. Very, very exciting. Culminating in Avengers, the Kane Dynasty. Or Jonathan Majors, man, he's gonna be a busy boy. He's going to be a busy kid, chat, playing the villain in all these big Marvel movies. And I'm sure he's going to pop up in more Marvel films, too. It won't just be Quantumania, and it won't just be this movie here. I feel like he's going to be, popping up a lot. And then obviously leading into Secret Wars, and I'm very excited for it, chat, where I imagine Doom is going to be the big bad overall of this phase. You'll think it's Kane, but it's actually Doom, which I feel like would be appropriate. It would be really appropriate. Oh, but again, good evening, Caitlin McGee. Good to see you, Caitlin. Hope you're doing well. 2 Avengers movies within months of each other. I'm going to say, you think it's going to change? I'm very curious to see how that's going to work. That's a lot of Avengers. 2 Avengers movies means some serious shit's going to go down. Yeah, I think so. I hope they do Doom. They do Doom justice, Poseidon. I'm right there with you. 9K. We haven't a good Fantastic movie since the Gribbles. True. That's true. It's a lot of titles, only 3. A lot of movies, a lot of films, a lot of TV shows. Choose explained that after Doctor Strange, the Darkhold was destroyed, saying I'm vampire as well. Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you for the videos, by the way, Ty. Do we back to do? I hope so. I really, really fucking hope so. I wonder who the director is. Oh, yeah, the Avengers directors. Yeah, who would you want to direct the scene? Do you want the Russos to come back, chat? I feel like they did an excellent job with Infinity War and Endgame. But I don't know. You never know. Things could change. They could send. I mean, they already have a lot of these plans in motion, so they probably want to pick for these projects already. And that's the thing is they haven't even announced X-Men. That's the thing. They haven't announced. People were saying like, oh, they're going to announce the Mutants movie. They're going to announce the X-Men movie. They didn't do that, and so we still have all that. So people are like disappointed. Like they announced a lot here. They have a lot of cool trailers and things and teasers, but X-Men is still going to be probably in phase 5 or phase 6, I mean, obviously we have the Fantastic Four right now, so you have all that. Raise your hand. Are the Secret Wars cover or Hero Gas and event correct now? Yeah, everyone's going to fuck each other. Everyone, Doctor Doom and Reed, they're finally going to make out. They're going to have, oh my God, it's going to be, Sam Wilson's going to be there. Blade, it'll be wonderful. Just a huge graphic orgy of all the heroes, chat. It's going to be great. No. Yeah, we got Young Avengers. There's also that coming. Yeah, Bet will get Galactus soon. Galactus will be coming too. Big K, I always thought Secret Wars was going to introduce the X-Men. The whole multiverse on each other and the multiverse would fuse together. Most of the MCU and X-Men. We'll see. We'd like to see Silver Surfer get introduced in the MCU. Sure. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, we got Loki Season 2, which was announced to be a part of Phase 5, which I'm really excited for. Do you think they'll announce who's playing Doom before he's in a movie, or do you think it'll be a surprise? I don't know. That's a good question. They might be using a stand-in for Black Panther for now, if he's supposed to be in it. I don't know if they've officially casted him. We'll see. Yes. If Doom established Phase 6 and isn't the major villain of Secret Wars, I think it would be cool to show him set up throughout Phase 6, and when we get to Phase 7, we can hit the ground running and have him be in the overarching villain phase. Oh, shit, maybe even beyond that. Yeah, I guess I always figured he'd be the ultimate bad in Phase 6, or excuse me, in the Multiverse Saga, but we'll see. Maybe it will be Kane eventually. And we can, that's the thing, Chad. We're not really thinking past like these phases, but will we get will phase 7, 8, and 9 happen? I don't know. I mean, I imagine so. Be very curious. Be very, very curious. KC, I think the Russos want to move on the other project. They did that Gray Man on Netflix. Yeah, it was not. I heard it was not very good. We'll see though. Look here, Phase 4 has its problems, but honestly, Wakanda Forever closing it out was nice. I think so. I'm also calling this phase the Swan phase, considering his appearance as Ben of Guam. He's good, man. He's the new Coulson. He's the new Agent Coulson, if you will. Yeah. Predicting the buyer Sharon Conway was talking to in the NFL fucking soldiers linked to Doctor Doom. Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome, Choco Man. I would love that if the buyer is Doom. That'd be really cool. If you said Giant instead of William Hurt. Oh no, there's too many Hurts out there. I did not. One last thing from that Twitter thread. He pointed out that Namor will be the next mutant reveal. Notice Namor looks human compared to the other Atlanteans who are blue. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It'll be another mutie, chat. Another dirty mutie. We'll see. But yeah, this is the phase, the various phases announcements, chat. I mean, you already know what's coming up. They've already said that we're in phase 4 with She-Hulk and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. With let me go ahead and go back to some of these right here. I mean, boom. Phase 5. I mean, I think there's going to probably be some other projects announced for Phase 5. This is what they're comfortable with revealing right now. Looks cool. I nice variety here, chat. I'm liking it. You're getting your villain movie. You're getting your gritty street hero series. You're getting your space opera, chat. Your time traveling. Your timey-wimey nonsense. Very nice. And then in the Phase 6, which again only announced 4 films, there's definitely going to be more right here, chat. So I'm really, really excited about it. Fantastic Four. I'm sure they're going to get it right. Chat. You know, and then 2 Avengers films, Kane Dynasty and Secret Wars. So nice, very nice, Jeff. Can't wait for it.